Item 11, special election and possible charter amendment. Will that be you? Thank you. City Manager, please.
So the next step in the holding of the special election will be the receipt of requests for proposals from consultants. Those are due to the City of Cambridge on Friday, May 6th. It is possible we will be in a position at your next meeting on May 9th to recommend a consultant to assist with that. And then possibly as early as May 23rd, the city attorney and myself will be able to sit down with any consultant firm that you approve on May 9th and develop a schedule that complies with our charter, works for the consultant, and then we'll work out a calendar that specifically complies with the charter. So that means the election may be called as early as set for May 23rd.
Okay.
If we do that, the election will take place sometime probably in July. If we're not ready on May 23rd, the election will probably take place for the mayoral position in early August. So those are the next steps. Prior to my arrival here, I understand council has had some discussion about amendments to the charter regarding the mayoral duties and including the potential to eliminate the position. So we have this window of time between the holding of that special election and or the calling of that special election and any possible discussion about changes to the charter to change or alter or amend any of those duties for the mayor. So my request is, if that is something the council wants to consider, I would suggest we host a work session dedicated to that sole topic, probably May 16th, which would be before the election is called, so that if there is going to be any amendment to the mayoral duties, that is known prior to the election of the mayor replacement.
Okay. I'll open this up for discussion if you all have any questions. Guess we can start with Ward 5.
So the question really is, do we want to have a work session about it?
That's right.
Okay. I certainly think it's reasonable, as much as we've discussed it, to have a work session around it and sort of make a decision one way or the other as far as what we want to pursue. And if we do want to have what has previously been discussed brought forward and presented and open to the public for comment and see what everybody thinks, then we can sort of decide whether or not to move on with that.
Thank you. Ward 4, you have anything?
The only thing I would add is that I personally have talked to the county elections department just to see if there was any way possible that they could work something out with us as far as an election, and unfortunately not, just because it's so close to the regular election, and they don't have time. They didn't have the time frame. Not that they didn't have time to do it. They don't have the time frame to actually prepare and be able to do the election. So all the while we've had discussion about how we're going to handle the position. We've been proactive with trying to move things forward and getting an election vendor to be able to handle the election, but at the same time looking at other options. So I too am in favor of a work session to further discuss and bring it to ahead as to what we want to do, what the people want us to do, rather,
right,
and what we'll act upon.
And I'll just say the people that I've been around or exposed to, they all want a mayor. So I'm in favor of having a special election. I think that's important. But, I think a work session is always healthy discussion. So.
Just to clarify, the work session wouldn't delay the special election process at all?
It would not.
Okay. Yeah. No, and then I'm perfectly in favor of having the work session.
I have another question. And in that work session, we also could potentially review if we wanted to amend the duties of the mayor, right? Like that could be the outcome of that special session.
Precisely.
Well, the outcome would be the direction to proceed with a charter amendment,
Right.
initiate that process, but that wouldn't delay the election.
Correct. All right. Thank you for the clarity.
Ward 1.
Sure, I agree. I think it's a healthy discussion. I think a work session where the public could be alerted to vent any concerns and just sort of give us guidance on what they feel is appropriate, and it's comforting to know that we're moving forward with the mayoral election at the same time. So it's nice to be open-minded, but also moving forward with our charter as it exists. So
Okay.
thank you for the guidance.
Do we have a motion on the floor? Regarding, I know we all said we're in favor of a work session, but I still think we have to agree on that.
I would motion to schedule a work session to further discuss the special election and or possible charter amendment. I guess, can we do Monday, May 2nd?
I think the
No, I
date,
think that you put it in.
I think you provided a date on here.
Oh, I'm
May
sorry.
16th?
Let me make sure, is that a Monday?
Yep.
Okay.
16th is the third Monday.
Yeah, I can do May the 16th. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
No, you're fine. So motion to have a special a work session on Monday, May 16th to further discuss the possible charter amendment and special election.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Roche, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. We're going to consider amending the charter to change the duties of the mayor and hold a work session on May the 16th, which is the third Monday, but we're still moving forward with the special election, so that's not going to delay anything, just for clarification. And it carries, motion carries 5-0. Next item.